Yo, what's up? What's going on? My name is Juice. Welcome back to the channel. If you are returning back, if you're brand new here, be sure to subscribe, turn on the bell notification. Also, once again, if you're brand new here, I post things on this channel specifically about live ops, Arise, also being entrepreneurship, work from home type situations. I post things about those videos on this channel all the time, but today's video, I'm not going to post about those topics, work from home or live ops. This video is about USCIS or immigration. So if you have nothing, if you can't relate to this video, I understand this is not for everyone, but some people can relate and understand, so this video is for you. Again, I do apologize, but I do have other videos about live ops, how to start, how much it costs, how much money I made with live ops, work from home. So check out those videos on this channel and you should be good to go. Anyway, like I said, I want to talk about immigration, USCIS. Really, I want to talk about me. How did I receive my green card, which is a permanent resident card? First of all, let me see here. Okay, so I had this this benefit, which is what they call TPS. TPS stands T as in Tom, P as in Peter, S as in Snake. TPS stands for Temporarily Protected Services. And I won't get too much in depth to this, but different countries have TPS. Go and type that in, TPS, USCIS, and see what that means. I won't get into that right now, but I had TPS. And when you have TPS in the United States, you're able to work legally and drive legally, all that stuff. So that's what I had. So when you have TPS, you're able to apply for this thing called advanced parole through USCIS, right? Advanced parole is a benefit where it allows the individual to leave the U.S. and come back in the U.S. legally. I'll say that one more time. If you have TPS, and please seek a lawyer to speak more about this, to tell them that you're doing this or her that you're doing this. Of course, they'll give you more information. But I had a lawyer, of course, and I had TPS, so I was legal in the U.S. to work, drive, all that stuff, fly around, in planes. And when you have TPS, like I said, you can apply for this thing called advanced parole. Advanced parole, once again, you can leave the country, the U.S., and come back in legally. So I had TPS through Haiti, and I went back to Haiti to go see my family. Now, when you are approved for advanced parole, you can only leave the country and return back for only 3 reasons. Advanced parole is not a vacation. You just can't go on a cruise and it's not a vacation thing. They will deny you most likely. Like the lawyer will tell you can't do that. It's only for 3 reasons, and those 3 reasons are either you can leave the country with advanced parole if it's something to do with work in another country, or your country, your hometown, or also school, education, or to see your family, which is what they call humanitarian. If you're going back to go see your family, then you fall in that bracket of going back home to see your family, which is humanitarian. So you can leave the U.S. with advanced parole approved to go see your family, work, or school. No other reasons you're able to leave the country. So again, that's what I did. I went back to Haiti. Mind you, I was born in the Bahamas, but my parents are not Bahamian citizens. They were Haitian citizens. My dad's a U.S. citizen. My mom's a permanent resident, but she passed away. Heartbreaking. But yeah. So what was I saying? I went back to Haiti to go see my family. My mom's sister lives in Haiti. My auntie and her children, which is my cousins. So when I left to go to Haiti, again, I was able to return back into the U.S. legally with advanced parole. I was approved. I keep saying this. I cannot stress this enough. You have to be approved with advanced parole if you have TPS. There's other benefits that allows you to have advanced parole, but I can only speak about TPS. That's what I had. That's all I know. I had advanced parole. I was approved for it. I left to Haiti, came back legally into this country, And when I came back to the U.S., that's when I started to change my status. I wanted to change my status to a permanent resident. So I got a lawyer, and my dad, again, he's a U.S. citizen, so he sponsored me as a immediate relative to, sponsor to become a permanent resident, and maybe down in the future a U.S. citizen. So I got my green card, my permanent resident card through my father, a U.S. citizen. So once again, this video is only to those people who can relate to what I'm saying. If you have TPS, I strongly advise you to go and get you a lawyer, explain them your situation. You're looking to change your status to a permanent resident. They'll explain to you your options. Maybe you can't apply for Advanced Parole. I'm not sure what your situation. Go seek a lawyer and go from there. But that's how I got my green card, by using TPS, Advanced Parole. Came back to the country, and you're good. Now, how do I want to say this? If you enter the U.S. illegally, you may still apply for Advanced Parole. You can still apply for this, because again, this allows you to leave the country if you have TPS. If you're approved with TPS now, okay? If you're approved with TPS and you have this benefit, but you still came to the country illegally, you can still apply for Advanced Parole and leave the U.S. and come back in legally. That's the whole point of having TPS. You're protected. TPS, I won't get too much detail, but it means it's something that the U.S. created, where maybe your hometown, your country went through a really bad natural disaster. Like Haiti had a big earthquake about 10 years ago. It was a bad earthquake, and everyone that were Haitian citizens in the U.S. couldn't return back home because it was just really bad. It was dangerous. So they created TPS for Haitians to remain in the U.S. while they're fixing Haiti, and it's safe to go back home. Until then, you can stay in the U.S. and work legally and do things legally with TPS. That's what TPS is for. Some countries, I don't know, maybe they're going through a war. I don't know. Maybe it's not safe to go back home. So if your country has TPS, you can apply for this. Show all your documents, proof, whatever you need, so you can gain TPS. And you can, if you get approved for TPS, you can apply for Advanced Parole. That will help you go back home and see your family or whatever, and come back into the U.S. legally. That's the whole point of Advanced Parole. And that right there helped me become a permanent resident, because again, my dad, he sponsored me as an immediate relative. Mind you, if you're trying to become if you're trying to get your green card, you cannot be married. You have to be an unmarried person. So by law, if you're unmarried, you're still looked at as a child. You're still under the care of your parents because you're not married. The minute you get married, you are no longer a child under the system. You are not a full-fledged adult because you're married. That's I can't explain it. I'm 35 years old, and they still saw me as a child for my parents, which is, I mean, I am their child, but I'm a grown man. I'm a full-fledged adult, but you have to be unmarried to for your parents to apply for you as an immediate relative, to get your green card, your permanent resident card. So that's what I did. Once again, this video is not for anyone that's looking for a live ops, Arise, work from home. This is for people who are looking for information about TPS. Maybe you wanted some proof that someone that actually left the country and came back legally and didn't had any problems with the Border Patrol. No one gave me any problem. Nothing. I had my passport, had my ID, had my ticket, everything when we arrived into the U.S. from Haiti. Went to the airport, obviously the airport. Went to the line that I was supposed to go into. Had to go to immigration. They looked at your information, blah, blah, blah. When I said I had no problem, nothing. The thing is, there's no guarantee that they may let you back into the country. You can still have Advanced Parole and still be denied entry. That's one thing that's scary about that. But it's a 1% chance. So again, I had no problems. I'm not a criminal. I have nothing like that on me. and I was still able to be approved to get advanced parole and still leave the country and come back in legally. But like I said before, if there's a chance, there's a big chance they may deny you from entering the country after leaving. I say go for it, because that 1% is so slim. Like, believe me, like, I had no problems returning back into the country, none whatsoever. So I want this video to be a motivation for you to know that it's okay. You can apply for this and go back home and come back to the US legally. You're fine. It is scary, but it really is nothing to worry about. Unless you are a criminal, a bad person, some kind of threat to society, and they see that, then you're in trouble. If you did something back at home and you got caught, arrested, whatever, now you have to worry about something. If not, you're just seeing your family and you're coming back, and they know this. They know that's why you're going back to your country for whatever reason, work, education, I don't know, family. They know you're leaving for that purpose, and they'll give you no trouble to come back in the country, the US, and everything's cool. But that's what I did. Again, I used TPS Advanced Parole to get my green card. My dad sponsored me. They approved the petition that we are related. It's a father and son relationship. That was approved. Once that gets approved, now you can start. You can apply for adjusting your status to a permanent resident, which is what I did. I'm excited. I got my green card. I'm just really happy. Let this video be, again, something to inspire you, motivate you to go and make this happen. Just get a lawyer, please. I cannot stress this enough. Do not do it yourself. Get you a good lawyer. They're very expensive, but it's worth it, because there's a lot of things you don't know that they know. They study this. They religiously study this stuff, and you don't know what's going on, and they know the laws way better than you. So it's a way safer thing to do, to go seek a lawyer and go from there. Ask all the questions you need to ask. They will explain to you what you can or cannot do, and go from there. I hope this video does help you. I will return back with a live ops, work from home situation, work opportunities. So once again, subscribe, turn on the bell notification, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching this video. Peace out.